Hello again, and welcome back to the Sister Show. I am your host, the usual, the expected, the one and only Deborah Mills, and I'm here to talk to you about. I'm always here to talk to you about something we need to talk about. Okay, perhaps maybe I should add more segments to this show, but for now, you're gonna get my rant. Anyway, I wanted to talk about mistakes. As in like a mistake, incorrect, oops. What is a mistake? I should have gotten a definition up. But while I have your attention, I am going to Google it. Mistake. An act or judgment that is misguided or wrong. And the reason why I wanted to make a mistake, the reason why I wanted to make a video on mistakes is because the people I have in mind when making this video are the people who end up giving other people too many chances, or in the same of, it was a mistake. Now, what is a mistake? I mean, Google just defined it, but I have more to say on that. So it said an act or judgment that is misguided or wrong, and which is true, but you can only call a mistake once. And then if you make the exact same mistake again, it's a choice. I mean, if you think about it, this is a real life example I'm sure we can all relate to. How many times did you put your hand in boiling water before you knew not to do it again? I mean, steam also comes off of something that's very, very cold, like in a freezer. Or boiling water. Did you see it again and you felt the heat and you were like, okay, maybe this one is cold? How many times did you, I don't know if any of you have been burnt by fire, but how many times did you put your hand in fire or close to fire or gotten burnt by fire before you knew not to do it again? Did you think, okay, that one is orange, but the one on the cooker is blue, so perhaps it could mean cold? I mean, if you think about it, if let's say that was your thought process as a child, at least the second time, let's just say with the example of it's blue fire, so maybe it's different. This time you went into it with more caution, thinking, okay, it feels hot like you did before. It is burning exactly as it did before, but it's blue, so it could be different, but you are still trying to see. You went into it with more caution. The point I'm trying to make is a lot of people are giving people too many chances because of a mistake. No, a mistake is only a mistake once. The second time, it is a choice because, as I said before, I don't think I need any more examples. How many times did you put your hand in fire before you knew not to do it again? Or put your hand in... Well, I don't think anyone puts their hand in fire, but... How many times did you put your hand in boiling water before you knew not to do it again? The answer to that is one. It's once. So I think a lot of people, the reason I'm talking about this is because I think there are a lot of people who give people too many chances in their lives because they keep saying it is a mistake. If someone hurt you one time, I don't know how, maybe they stepped on you, maybe they punched you, I don't understand, I don't know anything, and they say it's a mistake, it is easily forgivable when you hit, forgettable, I'll say, when, it's a one-time thing and they say it's a mistake. But when that person does it again, that exact same thing, depending on the circumstances, it could still be a mistake. Like, I can't think of anything right now, but sometimes it could still be a mistake. Like, depending on the situation, like, I can't think of an example, but it can actually still be a mistake. Like, I don't know. This is just a random example. This is not a very sane example. Let's just say you put your hand, you didn't know something was hot, and maybe you put your hand in it or near close to it and you burnt and you pulled back and you accidentally slapped someone across the face. That's a mistake. If let's say, okay, actually no. forget the example I was trying to give. That was in the case of it wasn't deliberate. If it was a deliberate action that he did and he saw the consequences and he did it again, then that one is a choice. But the ones I'm asking, the examples I was just about to make are the ones where it just happens to happen, maybe like a reflex, or maybe, sometimes you might put your hand up and maybe someone's walking past and accidentally smack your hand and it hits someone across the face. So those ones aren't deliberate. So yeah, I'm not contradicting myself here. That's why I was trying to give those examples. But the reason why I was trying to say, if someone has hurt you more than once and they saw the pain that it caused on your face and they did it again, the exact same thing, it was not a mistake, it was a choice. The second time it was a choice. And we tend to disregard our intuition whenever it tells us that, because, a mistake is an act of judgment that is misguided or wrong. But you can't make the exact same mistake twice, because the second time it was a choice. They knew exactly what they were doing when they did what they did to you. They knew the pain it was going to cause you. But because you tend to forgive very easily, they just think, she's going to forgive me. What's the point? All I need to just beg her. Okay, maybe next time I'll cry blood. So I'll cry blood so she can forgive me a lot easier. Like, when you tend to keep forgiving people over and over again for, it may not necessarily be the same mistake in terms of stepping on your toe or slapping you or insulting you, but everybody knows, we know what we will take for ourselves. So it comes with us, like, if they keep hurting you after a while and they keep hurting you, it's not a mistake, it's a choice, because they know you will forgive them, so they just come back into your life, because it's kind of like, I don't know, whatever it is they need from you, whether it's money, whether it's shelter, whether it's access to something, an event or something, because they know you forgive you, or you forgive them. That's why they come back into your life. They hurt you and they come back, because you're supposed to. That's what you always do. You never stand up for yourself. But I don't want to make this video very long. But really, a mistake can only be done once. The second time, it is a choice, because we are very aware of the things that we can take for ourselves. So anyone who hurts you multiple times and says it's a mistake knows exactly what they're doing to you, because if you do the same thing to them, they will not accept it. We know when someone slaps you, your reflex to slap them back. When someone does something to you, your reflex is to slap them, is to do the same thing back, whatever it is. So when someone keeps doing something to hurt you over and over again, you can't, after about, I know sometimes it might seem like, okay, it's a different circumstance, but when you feel like, and also your intuition will tell you as well that, okay, this was not a mistake, they're doing it deliberately because they're testing to see what your boundaries are. How many times can they hurt you before you react, But when you see that, okay, it may not be the exact same situation has happened, but perhaps they keep hurting you day after day after day, after week after week after month, it keeps happening, then it's like, it's not a mistake. They can't say it's a mistake. You can't. There's certain things you can't just keep saying everything's a mistake. Okay, then you need to sharpen your judgments then. Because if they want to keep saying that, okay, yeah, it was a mistake, I accidentally hit you, I keep hitting you, I'm so sorry, you got me angry, it was a mistake, you lost of control, and it keeps happening again and again, it's not for you to forgive them. You need to separate yourself from them. It's for them to now go and sharpen their judgment and they need to go somewhere to go and sharpen their judgment, because you can't keep hurting people and not take responsibility for it and keep saying it's a mistake. It can only go so far. So I'm saying this for the people who are toxic people in their lives, who are leeching off of their emotions, of their finances, mental energy, or whatever. And these people are passing it off as, it's a mistake, it's a mistake, it's a mistake. Your intuition is telling you, so I'm hoping what I'm saying is just confirming it, because I don't believe it's just my words. My intuition is always speaking to you. Whether you do, the problem is that you're probably not listening to it, but I'm hoping that what I'm saying is just confirming it, not entirely validating it. Like, I'm hoping this is not the first time you've heard this, which is not. But first time it's a mistake, second time it's a choice. Even if someone does the same thing over and over again, it's not a mistake. It is a choice after the first time. If it is a different thing every single time, but you're still the one that's getting hurt so badly that you feel like, how could you not know this was going to happen before you did it? And it's happening over and over again. That person's not doing. It's not a mistake. It is a choice. They are choosing to hurt you, and they're doing it feeling like, okay, they say it's a mistake. They say, okay, if I cry to her now, if I beg her now, she'll forgive me. So they don't have respect for you, and you need to distance yourself from them. But I would say don't announce it, because if you announce it, they will think, okay, they just need to do something very big, like make a big apology in front of everyone. But that's not the case. No, it's changed behavior is the real apology. Not, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sorry. Or maybe this time they're crying blood. Or maybe this time they spend all their, I don't know, they spend all their money on you. No. Change behavior is the real apology. So get toxic people out your lives. You have too big of a destiny to compromise it for people, someone who doesn't respect you. Okay? So a mistake is only once. For the same thing, the mistake can only happen once. Second time was a choice because you didn't put your hand in fire twice or boiling water twice before you knew not to do it again. So the second time was a choice. And if it keeps happening over and over again, the person keeps hurting you. Not like, no, I don't think that even happens in a genuine friendship. They don't just keep hurting you. It's good things that are meant to come from a friendship. So this person keeps hurting you and hurting you, saying, oh, it's a mistake, they're just disrespecting you. They don't actually care for you. They just know you're going to forgive them. So they're just saying that just to appease your mind. So when people outside are asking why you're friends with this person, you now say, oh, it was a mistake, Please, I beg, don't let anyone gaslight you. Your intuition is correct. Trust your intuition, okay? You are probably surrounded by toxic people that, okay, not probably, but some people are surrounded by toxic people that they need to get out of their lives, and excusing the mistake is a second nature to them, and it's something they need to fix. So that's what I have to say concerning this matter. Okay. Yeah, that's what I have to say. Bye.